Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting beer review and another Bavarian Helles. This is from the Chiemgauer Brauhaus, located in a beautiful place called Chiemgau in absolutely southern Bavaria, and it's just to Lake Chiemsee, and it's of course Chiemseer Hell, which looks like this, very Bavarian look of the label. And this brewery nowadays is called Rosenheim or Spezialitätenbrauerei, because there was a dispute over the name regarding that the brewery wasn't close enough to the Lake Chiemsee, and therefore they had to rename themselves to Rosenheim or Spezialitätenbrauerei from the name they had before. But this is really an interesting one, and a beer that gives a really good impression to me. And as I mentioned, it is giving a really much Bavarian impression with the Bavarian blue and white flag there, as you can see, and the look there of the old town, and of course you see it, that it's their Helles. And I love Bavarian Helles, really nice. Here's the back label also, where it shows where this brewery is being brewed, and the lake. And it's from Rosenheim, which is the town. Here's the lake Chiemsee, and there's the town Wendelstein. Chiemseer Hell, gebraut in Rosenheim am Inn. Gebaut nach dem bayerischen Reinheitsgebot von 1516. Rosenheim 1640. So this picture right here of this drawing is how the town of Rosenheim did look at 1640, which is quite interesting to look at. And it's always interesting with a good label. It gives really good impression, makes the buyer want to try the beer, and also something nice to look at while drinking it, and also gives this high quality impression when there's a both traditional and interesting beer label, like this one is a good example of, in my opinion. You see the lion, which is their logo, and really traditional altogether with this label, their logo, the Bavarian flag, and the look of the town. Unser helles, untergärisches Lagerbier ist ein charaktervolles, typisch bayerisches helles. Es ist hellgelb in der Farbe, frisch und angenehm mild in Geschmack. Wir brauen in Rosenheim. Zwischen Wendelstein und Chiemsee gelegen ist dies eine der schönsten und vielfältigsten Landschaften Bayerns. Zutaten: Wasser, Gerstenmalz, Hopfenextrakt. Rosenheimer Spezialitätenbrauerei GmbH, Münchner Straße, Rosenheim, Deutschland. 4.8 ABV, and very close to it's just to the Austrian border, which is, as I mentioned, very south of Bavaria. I've been reviewing beers from the place called Allgäu before, but this is a place called Chiemgau or Chiemgau, which is a little bit to the east of Allgäu, so in the very middle and south of Munich to the Austrian border. That's Chiemgau or Chiemgau. And it's looking very nice with just at the Alps, the mountain Alps, and the valleys, and you know how it looks in southern Bavaria. That's what I like. I think it's the most beautiful nature that ever exists. And feel free also to Google pictures on Chiemgau, because the nature there is really beautiful. So this Chiemseer Hell is coming from Rosenheim, which is a town there in Chiemgauer in southern Munich. Some information about the brewery will I give you now, as often. The Chiemseer Hell from Rosenheim am Inn in beautiful Chiemgau. The recipe of origin and the traditional production are characteristics that can be expected from a real tasty Chiemseer Hell and Chiemseer Braustoff. Rosenheimer Spezialitäten Brauerei GmbH is from Rosenheim, the gateway to Chiemgau, a city that has a close relationship to Lake Chiemsee for centuries and is shaped by it. Therefore, it feels particularly attached to the region and the name of the product. In one of the most beautiful parts of Bavaria, in the charming Chiemgau region, brewed with selected raw materials carefully and strictly according to the Bavarian purity law of 1516, carefully stored and naturally treated, undertreated to maturity, our brewing agent and wheat beer are characterized by their spicy flavor and excellent digestibility out. Vollbier, Bavarian specialty as bottom fermented enjoyment, the noble material from Bavaria, the Edelstoff from Bavaria, gives a good impression to me. Chiemgauer Brauhaus GmbH, which sells Chiemseer beer, is part of Auerbräu. In a dispute over the brand name, the higher regional court of Munich ruled that the plaintiff's central office was combating unfair competition and decided that the beer should not longer be sold as Chiemsee because the Rosenheim brewing location is not on Lake Chiemsee. The brewery reserves the right to call the Federal Court of Justice as the next instance. Since the beginning of June 2016, the beer has been delivered with new labels. The name Chiemseer remained, but with the subtitle Gebraut in Rosenheim am Inn and the note of the back label. This points the location of Rosenheim between Wendelstein and Chiemsee. That's what I was showing before on the back label. In addition, the bottles in barrel crates were equipped with tags that also show the location of Rosenheim and the following explanation. Our beer is brewed in Rosenheim. Rosenheim is located in the beautiful region between Chiemsee and Wendelstein. As Upper Bavaria, we thought that it was generally known. Of course, we may have been wrong about this. That is why we are now printing a card on the back of the bottle. We have also renamed the Rosenheimer Spezialitäten Brauerei GmbH. If you are still unsure of what beautiful spot our beer comes from, just visit us in Rosenheim. We look forward to you, your Rosenheimer Spezialitäten Brauerei GmbH. And unfortunately, their website doesn't seem to be active anymore. It was the same thing with Berliner Bürgerbräu, their website, and the Hoffmann Hopfengold, their website, which I had to look up an earlier version of. But the website from this brewery doesn't seem to be so active anymore, and you can link to it anyway in the description box below. But because of that, it was very hard to find history about this specific brewer for me. So I got some information, some other information about it that I was reading, and one last look of the label before going on to the tasting part. Looks really nice and interesting. Chiemseer Hell. And I bet this one is gonna be really nice. Really nice Bavarian Helles. I love Bavaria so much, and also Bavarian Helles. Really fantastic beer style in my opinion. So let's open this one up. The Chiemseer Hell, which is a beer that I've been looking forward to. Also, as I should mention, it has the typical Bavarian Helles bottle shape, if I should call it that, which is not the tall one, but a little bit, not that tall one, but wider, so it's of course 0.5 liter, which is a must. You get enough of beer, and it also looks better, this label, this bottles, which is the normal ones in Germany. It's not often that you can find a 0.33 liter bottle in Germany. Maybe in some Pils beer styles from breweries. But otherwise 0.5 liter is the normal. Of course, you get enough of beer. You don't get enough with 0.33 in my opinion. So, and also this one looks better, of course. The labels are bigger and so on this label, on this versions which has got 0.5 liter. So that's a good thing. And also, as you're gonna notice in the upcoming reviews, when I review more Helles from Bavaria, this beer bottle shape is the normal one, with this not that tall but wider bottle. Anyway, over to the tasting part finally of the Chiemseer, and finally the reward for me after speaking so much is the fantastic tasting part, which of course is the thing I'm looking forward to. So that's always the best part for me, of course. Let's open this one up, the Chiemseer, and pour it up. There we have it, the Chiemseer, and you see very nice 2-finger compact foam head, which is important to build up and maintain it all the way through. While you drink, you see all the small bubbles rise up, which is looking so beautiful, real typical for the style, and this really shows high quality of the impression to me, with the very very pale pale yellow color, which is looking real nice on the white compact foam, and also gives a really high quality look to me. Both that the compact foam head is existing for so long as a quality sign, and also the colors is real typical and also shows quality to me. Very pale, easy to see through yellow color, very typical Helles. So this one is really high quality. That's something that I can see easily with this very very beautiful pale yellow color, and show it closer to you once again. All the small bubbles here, you can see really good quality sign. Really beautiful, isn't it? Let's get the aroma quite quick. Fantastically fresh and nice, easy to feel that it's a Bavarian Helles. Really nice balance between the high quality hops and malts. Really nice, fresh and nice. Can't wait to try this one. So Prost, the Chiemseer. This is of course really fantastic. Really pleasant in taste in every way. Fantastic Helles, absolutely great this one. It's got the typical Bavarian Helles taste, the mild flavor and the fantastic balance. Really nice one, and of course very high quality. That's easy to feel also for me, as I've been mentioning before while I drink Bavarian beers. Really makes me longing back to Bavaria and think about the beautiful nature, of course, around this brewery and the location Chiemgauer, where this beer is coming from and where it is enjoyed, mostly because it's I guess it's not very easy to find outside Bavaria, and definitely not possible to find outside Germany. So that's of course something that I also like to think of while reviewing and enjoying a beer, the location where it comes from, when it's a beer that's not possible or easy to find outside that area, which might be the case regarding this one, the Chiemseer Hell, which is really a great Helles. Great Bavarian Helles in every way, very typical for the style in every way. High quality, very high quality. That's what I should mention. Yeah, it's very easy to drink, and very easy that you're longing for this one while you've been, for example, outside walking in the beautiful Bavarian nature. The you know how it looks, the big grass covered mountains, the Alps. Coming to an inn, restaurant, pub, something like that, which serves this one probably from the barrels immediately. So it's even more fresh than when it has been tapped to bottles. Because I bet it's gonna be, even if it's possible, even better when it's tapped directly from the barrels where it has been matured, comparing to the bottled ones. But this one is really great. So fresh and so nice. It's an amazing taste of this Helles. Definitely something you must try. Really great. So, big recommendation of this one. Chiemseer Helle. Very nice taste. Absolutely great in my opinion. Just the way I want the Bavarian Helles. So, for me, the best opinion to this brewery. And with that said, I hope you like my channel, continue to follow it for more interesting beer reviews. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, hope you look forward to the next beer review just as much as I do, and see you again in the next German beer review.